Peace and love, family. This is Jeremiah Ali with ABMS, which stands for Achieving Body, Mind, and Spirit. And today, we're going to discuss imperfection. But before I go into discussion with imperfection, I want to have a quick chat with us as black people. Right now, as we all know, we are in a state of emergency. And what I mean by this is, look around you. Many of us college graduates who are also going to achieve higher education and higher learning have no places to go to give back to our communities economically, to be able to make money circulate in our communities to help fix the problems in our communities. Why is that? The root problem, yes, it is a systematic thing, but the real root is us. We have to hold each other accountable. Not once have we really been holding one another accountable when it comes to black-on-black crime. Yes, black-on-black crime is real and it happens. But when are we going to start protesting for it? Or marching about it? You say, oh, well, we shouldn't march about it. It happens in every community. Yes, true. But we are in a state of emergency where we cannot afford to correct our own people when they're in the wrong. Right now, here in the state of Georgia, we have done something historical by electing the first black Democratic senator. First black senator, period, here in the state of Georgia. Right here, where I was born and raised, Stone Mountain. All of us did what we had to do to get that man in office. Why? Because this was something historical that we all wanted to see. You know, I'm not a Grady baby, you know what I'm saying? But I am an Emory baby. You know, Crawford Loan Hospital, straight from the ATL. Raised in Stone Mountain, graduated from Stevenson High School. So, yes, I have roots here, and many of us do as well. We have to stop playing victim to a system and start doing something to get ourselves on the next level. We're only going to continue to go down the wrong path if we choose to. We have to stop while we have the chance to make a difference. We have to stop and look at the man and woman in the mirror. Right now, black men in America kill more black men than anybody else, period. The Bloods and Crips, Vice Lord GDs, all this stuff, all these organizations that was set up, which was supposed to have some kind of organization to it, to help your brother or sister in need, ain't doing a damn thing. It's doing the exact opposite. These drugs that you're serving and that you're giving to your people ain't even helping them. It's putting us farther behind and killing us. The 80 babies. Y'all seen y'all mamas and daddies on this shit, on crack cocaine. And excuse my language, but we seen that. You seen them on crack. You seen them on these hard drugs. You were raised in a different environment. Me as a 90s baby, my mama wasn't on drugs. But many of you seen your mothers on drugs. Many of y'all didn't have your fathers in your home. I didn't have the father in my home. You see? So now we're finally at a point where we can start making this turn back around. But where in our communities are we going to serve our people if there's no institutions built for us to do it? We got to come together. We got to stop blaming one another. We got to stop pointing fingers. We got to stop hating that he's the face and I'm not the face, and start falling in line like soldiers so we can be the face one day. But we can't be the face if we don't know how to fall in line. With that being said, my stage is just about out. But you get my drift. This ain't about you being a college-educated graduate man. This ain't about you being from the streets. This is about you come from the streets, me, I'll come from college, wherever we come from, we meet in the middle and we break bread and we spread the wealth amongst ourselves. We have to stop relying on other people to do something for us that we can and we will do for ourselves. We have to do it. If we don't do it, who else are we looking for to do it for us? It's never going to happen. You know who built all these cities in America doing Reconstruction? You know who did this? We did that. You know who built that White House in D.C.? We did that. We built Atlanta. We did this. Most of these railroads, we did that. So we got to get this energy back. We got to get that creative spark back. We got to learn how to build again. We got to learn how to be who we once were times 10, because now there is no slavery. There's only complacentry, if this is a word. But it's only us being complacent in our space that's allowing this to happen to us. We got to get out of being complacent and start participating in wealth building. Start trusting one another. Stop listening to the delusions and the lies that everyone's feeding you. You see, there's only so much negativity any person can take in life. A person that's completely negative never has a good life. Never will they have a good life. Because it takes more life out of you to be bad and be negative than it does for you to be good and be right. Being right is just a smile. Hey, how you doing? I hope you have a lovely day. Hey, how you been? You all right? You see how that made you feel? But, you know, being mean and evil and trying to plot on people and how you going to do this, that, and third takes so much time and energy out of you. It drains you from your very essence. So we can be better than this. We can be better than who we are today. But that starts with our mindset. Right here. And now that my sage is completely burned out and I really am putting it down, I'm going to get into imperfection. So, what does it mean to be imperfect? Well, simply, it means to be imperfect. So, there is no person under the sun that is not flawed. All of us have flaws. Every last one of us. We have to stop looking at our brothers and sisters for the answer when we know that sometimes they may have the answer, but sometimes we have to start digging within, because we may look at them like they're our hero, and when they make a mistake, now we criticize them, we throw stones at them, when we did the same thing yesterday or the day before. And that includes all kinds of relationships. Stop looking at men like they perfect because they live in a different lifestyle. They not. They have flaws too that they're building on to be better. All of us have flaws. No matter what kind of life we take on, we all going to have flaws. All of us. But it's going to take us pulling our resources and coming together and breaking bread in the middle for you to start seeing that we all one and the same. Just from different environments, different places at different times, experiencing things in a different way to make us the best, perfect form of ourselves. Because if all of us was perfect, there would be no room for growth. And that's the best thing about life, growth. The best thing about life is to be better than who you were yesterday. So why would you want to stay the same? You have to transform your mind in order for you to be a greater version of you. And I believe in all of us. And we can make this happen. But it starts here. Well, that's all I had to say, guys. This is Jeremiah Ali with ABMS, which stands for Achieve Body, Mind, and Spirit. And I hope you guys enjoy what I had to say today. Peace and love.